Welcome to another video. Today we're going to touch base with regards to challenging behaviour. Just for those of you that don't know, we went to Mexico to a company called Neurocytonix on the Neurocytotron machine, and it's changed Toby's life for the better, including ours as well. But one of the things we just want to really touch base about, really, there's two segments going on, I think, in Toby's life. And one of them is when he was up to age 3 or 4, we went to see a cranial osteopath, didn't we? And then after that, we transitioned then into SYNGAP 1, didn't we? And the severe behavioural issues that SYNGAP 1 children experience, isn't that right?
So we took him to a cranial osteopath when he was about 3.5, I think it was. And he did become much happier after that. Before then he was crying constantly, night and day, banging his head, self-harm, and it was heartbreaking, honestly.
But it was all over the show.
Yeah.
It was all through the day, all through night. You couldn't put a certain time on it. We couldn't figure out what was going on. We went to children's indoor play centres. He was screaming in the play centres. We used to get up and go out. And the thing is, as it takes two parents to look after one child, and you become poor. You do become poor, don't you? And it's a struggle. But yeah, so then it was like transition to...
So he did get a bit better, but then his behaviour just started to get worse after school. So he'd be as good as gold at school for all the teachers, everyone loved him to bits. He'd come home and it'd be awful. He'd be head banging, he'd be pulling things off walls, breaking TVs, breaking iPads, and it was really, really tough, wasn't it?
It was really bad on us.
And then when we got the SYNGAP 1 diagnosis, and it said that was one of the traits of it, I remember crying, thinking I can't cope with this all his life. It's just going to be awful.
No, we thought it was going to go on forever, but a big thanks to Neurocytonix, because Toby's behaviour has completely changed, hasn't it? But it's been a struggle on ourselves, but on our children as well, because they've listened to it 24/7. It's been horrendous for them, hasn't it?
So we didn't know, before we went to Neurocytonix, we weren't aware that Toby actually had a spinal cord injury.
Yeah.
We only found out that in September this year, which caused him pain when he was little, before he had the cranial osteopathy. He was in pain, the poor child. That's why he was crying and screaming so bad, and that alleviated the pain. So as he still did have this pain up until July, August this year, but it wasn't as bad.
And it's completely dissipated, hasn't it? Yeah. The fridge tells a story. We've already done a video on the fridge where you can see one side, it's full of indentations, and this landlord in this property has just put a new kitchen in for us, and the fridge has naturally moved locations, so it's swung round, and the side of the fridge that doesn't have any indentations is now exposed to Toby. Well, it's been there for 4 weeks. There isn't one headbang on that fridge.
No, he's not headbanged since we got home. He still has his moments, I'm not going to lie. He doesn't like going to school in the morning, and he plays up. He doesn't want to put his uniform on. But honest to God, on a scale of 1 to 10, he's improved 9 out of 10.
Yeah, and this could help so many children out there. So this is why we're trying to do the petition and get the machines in the UK and America.
People need to know about this.